In the Earth. Martin Lowery is a researcher shipped off an administration-controlled station while a vague pandemic has desolated the country. The station is situated in an abnormally ripe forested region outside Bristol to help in the examinations and trials of his previous associate and ex-darling Olivia Wendell with respect to utilizing mycorrhiza to increment crop productivity. In the wake of finishing an actual assessment and meeting his park guide Alma, he learns of the neighborhood legend of Parnagfag, a forest soul. The next morning, Martin and Alma start their 2-day climb toward Olivia's site. Alma illuminates Martin that Olivia has not been heard from in months. The pair run over an unwanted tent, with the excess things showing it had a place with a family. The following evening, Martin finds a rash on his arm before he and Alma are attacked by obscure aggressors who likewise strike their camp, obliterate their hardware, take their shoes, and plunder a portion of their provisions. Without his shoes, Martin gravely cuts his foot. They are drawn closer by Zach, a man living in the forest who offers to loan the pair a few shoes. Taking them to his own campground, Zach cleans and lines Martin's injury and gives them both food and a beverage. Martin and Alma start to pass out and acknowledge they have been quieted. While they are oblivious, Zach takes ceremonial photographs of them in odd garments and positions and fastens an odd image and creature's stomach into Martin's arm. After awakening, Zach depicts the image as an imprint to be seen by a presence in the forest, guaranteed by him to have once been an old magician who put his substance in a standing stone someplace in the timberland. Martin's foot becomes tainted from his physical issue and Zach carelessly excises a portion of his toes with an axe. Alma obtains a disposed of cutting edge to free herself and Martin prior to going after Zach. Martin and Alma escape, yet all at once become isolated. Zach seeks after Martin, who coincidentally finds a couple of bodies, ventured to be the proprietors of the unwanted camp. Subsequent to experiencing the standing stone, Martin is found and protected by Olivia. Alma freely advances toward the camp, and Zach is driven away by the intensified sound and lights set up around Olivia's site. The following morning, Olivia sears Martin's foot as she makes sense of her venture. She uncovers that Zach is her ex, and that the pair were following the bearings of a centuries-old book on nearby legends. He had been assisting her with attempting and speak with the presence inside the stone, utilizing the lights and commotions from an electronic soundboard, yet opposed her methodology and left. Unfit to trust Olivia and expecting that Zach is still after them, Alma attempts to persuade Martin that they need to leave, yet he won't be drawn on the idea of his relationship with Olivia and she will not forsake her examination. The following morning, the site is encircled by a thick fog containing contagious spores, catching them. They send Alma through the fog in a hazardous material suit, however the spores endure her defensive dress and subject her to frightening dreams. That evening, the fog keeps on surrounding the site as Zach shows up, advising them to speak with the standing stone involving the sounds and lights as well as to consume a ceremony, a combination of ground mushrooms suggested in the book. Martin consents to drink the ceremony and sits tight for it to produce results. Zach ambushes Alma and plans to forfeit Martin. Alma advances back to camp, where she tracks down Olivia in her tent encompassed by organized photos of her and Zach's casualties. Olivia assaults Alma, however she fights her off. Zach hears their battle and surges back to camp, where Alma kills him. She then seeks after Olivia back to the standing stone as the fog surpasses the camp, and they are undeniably exposed to additional dreams from the spores. Before dawn, Alma and Olivia unexpectedly wind up distant from the stone, broken out from their dazes. Olivia, defeated with wonder, implodes on the ground. Alma then moves toward awaking Martin by the stone and, talking with a mutilated voice, she offers to direct him free and clear.